What's up everyone, Kwame here. Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about the act of photographing and the act of photographs. So this is a concept that I've heard. I didn't come up with this, but my favorite photographer, Maisel, said in a Scott Kelby interview, there are two types of photographers: those who like photographing and those who like photographs. And the difference between the two are there are people who like going out and finding pictures, taking pictures. They get the joy in the hunt, in carrying a camera and exploring the world around them, whether it's near or far. And then there are people who enjoy looking at their pictures, editing their pictures, getting that detail, and that act takes them back to that moment. It takes them back to the feeling they got. It also reminds them of how hard they worked to get that picture, right? Whether it was getting up early in the morning, hiking a few miles in the dark to get this perfect sunrise picture, or waiting in a field for that deer or bison to come through and capture that moment. But they love that feeling when they're looking at their pictures. Now, what I want to say from the get-go is one group isn't better than the other. And in fact, you're gonna, the longer you do this to taking pictures, you're gonna go, favor one group versus the other. And I shouldn't even say group, you're gonna favor one activity versus the other. You're gonna have times in your photographic career where you are all about the image, getting it, editing it, and looking at it, maybe even printing them and getting, books made or prints made, and looking at them on the wall and telling the story to people behind that picture. Where other times you're gonna, just getting out with your camera is, that's what the rush is: finding that moment, getting that picture. Hopefully you don't lose that picture. For me personally, right now, I am in that camp of the hunt. I love going out with my phone or a camera and trying to just find interesting scenes, interesting moments. And for me, it's about discovering things I've never seen before. Whether it's someone walking down the street or a group of friends sitting on the pier, talking while the sun is setting. The things that I'm really excited about these days is just going out with my camera. I have no expectations. So if I don't get a good picture, or I don't find anything that I like from that day, I know there's gonna be more days. I know it's just a numbers game, and you're not gonna go out and create bangers, as they like to say, every single time you go out to take a picture. But I have been many a times where I've taken a bunch of pictures and I cannot wait to get home and start editing them, start looking at them, to zoom in 200% and get every little detail out of the picture, shooting raw for everything, never shooting a JPEG, but just shooting raw images so I can get the most data. I've been there, and I still do that with like my Sony cameras. I shoot raw pretty much for everything, just because the colors I get from Sony I don't really like, but also because I have the profiles that I love that give me the colors of the Fuji cameras and some of the older film cameras. However, with my Ricoh GR3X, the iPhone, and my Fuji camera, I shoot a lot of JPEGs because I'm getting the colors I like right away from those JPEGs, and I don't have to do any editing. At this point in my photography journey, I don't like editing pictures. And that's okay if you're in that same boat. It's not a zero-sum game. So if you are, if you're finding that you're stuck and you're frustrated with your photography, take a step back and figure out, what is it that you like? Is it the going out and taking pictures that you like? Then, those are things you should do. Don't worry about the editing. Don't worry about finding the perfect picture. Just get out with your camera, explore, take lots of pictures, or don't take pictures. Just get out and explore and have the intentionality to create something, anything, discover something with your camera. Or if you're in the other camp and you're overwhelmed thinking about going out with your camera and trying to create pictures, look back in your archive, see what you've done, go back and like relive those moments and edit those pictures with a fresh set of eyes, especially from like a few years ago. Every now and again, I'll do that just to, change things up, because even though I've edited a picture, I may look at it now and edit it completely differently. Just a few years ago, I used to love everything oversaturated, the HDR-ish look. And now these days, I'm more like a muted color, more true to tone what I see. If it's like a mute gray day, I'm gonna try to create that moody gray day. If it's like a bright sunny day, I want to kind of represent that, but in a toned down way. And so, if you don't want to go out and you don't feel like going out taking pictures, go look at your pictures that you have and edit those. And if both of those are seeming overwhelmed and you're really, especially with social media and stuff, go get photography books. I'm going to talk about that in a later video, but photography books from people who are famous and not famous can be real source of inspiration, and you can see the pictures that other people have taken, and it gets me at least inspired to go out and try some of these things, or look for some of these images that I've seen. Let me know down in the comments, what type of photographer are you? Are you more of a person who likes photographing, or do you like looking at photographs? Again, there's no wrong answer. There's no, like, once you're in one group, you're gonna be in there forever. It's an ebb and flow. Sometimes you're gonna be more towards the photographing side. Other times you're gonna be more, into the editing side, and there's no right or wrong answer. But I would love to know what you think. Also, subscribe to my newsletter, The Focal Point, a monthly magazine that comes directly to your inbox, where you can learn about photography techniques, some new tools, some tips, some other photographers you should be paying attention to, and things like that. Thank you as always for watching this video. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I know I don't like saying that, but I do need to say that more. So please hit the like and subscribe button if this is something that you do like, and if you could, share with a friend. All right, thank you as always, and I will talk to you next one. Bye-bye.